Doing a little battery replacement today on the 2016 Caravan. I've had this since brand new. I use this mainly for camping, stuff like that. Tow a little boat around, stuff like that, so I don't have to take the truck. But I didn't use it in the winter, so I had it inside of a shipping container. And this was the original battery, which is 9 years old. Well, this is the new battery, but it had the original. So decided to, I didn't trickle charge it or anything. I just threw it in that container, left everything. I didn't disconnect the battery, so the battery was dead. And I tried to charge it, only went up to 80%. Started the vehicle, no problem, but then the next morning it was dead. So it's toast. Got this new one. This was almost $300. Canadian Tire, which I guess you American friends and all the other countries don't have a Canadian Tire, but it's just some cheapy brand. But it was still $300. Pretty crazy. But so we're gonna install that today and get this thing ready for summer camping and stuff. Oh, it's a big heavy battery. Yeah, big battery for this little van. It's kind of funny, but it is what it is. So like with any battery, always hook up the positive first. You don't want to ground this battery to the vehicle and then have this positive loose smacking around, shorting things out. So that's a tip there. I guess that's what I always do anyway. And then we just hook that up and we tighten up these bolts. And we got a hold down for, oh, actually I got to put my blanket, I got to take this back off. It's got a battery blanket, I might as well put it on, I guess. Came with this old, the old van, the original battery had this blanket on it. I guess I'll use it, why not? Throw it back on. There we go. Again, remember, positive first, negative second. There you go. You do have the hold down here for it. I believe that's a 1/2 inch. Took this off the other day before I went and bought the battery. So I didn't really keep everything together, but anyway, not a big deal. Probably shouldn't do this with the drill, but it's definitely quicker. Or not a drill, with an impact, but it is definitely quicker that way, that's for sure. It's a long, fine threaded screw, so it takes a while to get it in there. And if you're lazy like me, you're gonna want to use the impact, because it takes, you know, whatever. You crank it down with the drill or with the impact very, very lightly and watch what you're doing, you'll be fine. But doing it with the socket wrench just takes a few extra minutes that my impatience doesn't have patience for. So the posts aren't really, I tighten up the bolt as tight as it'll go, and it's not really tightening that. So I think what you got to do is give these a bit of a squeeze and then clamp them in place. Hang on a second. I don't have my tripod today, so I'm thinking if I clamp this tight as I can get it and then tighten the bolt down, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to try. So what's going on is you can squeeze this terminal as tight as you want. Sorry, you can squeeze this terminal as tight as you want, but it's hitting here. This clamp goes over and holds this tight once it's on there, but you can't squeeze it. This must be, the terminal must be a different size than my old one. This is the battery when I typed in the computer they gave me for the van. But I think I'm gonna have to trim this back so this closes more. A little grinder wheel maybe. I think that's what I gotta do. Alright, so you can see I took the grinder wheel, made a little slash there. I'm hoping that's gonna make that tighten up a lot more, which, you know, why wouldn't it? Can definitely, yeah, that'll work. Sorry, I keep getting, I'm looking at the thing and the camera's not. Anyway, that should work. I'm going to clamp that over with a pair of vice grips, hold it in place, and then put the cover back on and bolt it and see what happens. All right, well, that seems to have tightened it up. It's nice and tight now. Trimmed off a little bit. I guess those posts maybe, I guess they're a little smaller. I don't know. Anyway, that's the battery they said belonged in here according to the year of the van, and we made it work anyway, so it's in there. All right, let's see if it'll fire. Battery should be good. It's brand new and it's hooked up. Let's see if it'll fire. Take it for a little test drive. This thing's been parked all winter. It's crazy. There we go. Started. It's running. Here for a little boot. Sure everything's charged. It says tire's low and change oil. It's telling me that much. Brakes sound a little rusty. I guess from sitting, I don't know, but they sound a little rusty. Alright, that's the battery put in this thing. So far, so good. Let her park up here for a bit, get it out of my way. Alright. So while we're doing, put the battery in the van, do a little maintenance on this too. I was I'm having trouble with the kick down, high idle kick down on the, it's a Rochester Quadrajet 4-barrel carb on this thing. That classic car guy, holy cow. That classic car guy, everybody check him out, awesome page on here, tells me take top of the carb off, clean it all up, get a toothbrush and some carb cleaner. I'm gonna be lazy and I'm gonna try this. I'm going to try dumping some SEAFOAM in there and letting it run. This stuff apparently works wonders. I doubt it's going to work, but I'm lazy, and this is what I'm going to try. So you just, tells you to put 10 milliliters of, you know, per liter or something, but I'm just going to dump it in. If anybody doesn't know, the gas filler neck for this Camaro, right here in this handy dandy little hiding spot. So that's what I'm going to do, dump that in there, and then I'm going to run this thing for a little bit, see if it clears it out. Now I did use this on a lawn tractor. My lawn tractor was spitting and sputtering like crazy. It was only a year old. I let it sit with gas in it that I didn't take care of. Oh, the rooster, oh, rooster fight. And I poured some of this in, ran it for a bit, and it cleared it right up. So, you know, hoping a prayer here. This is what I'm hoping anyway. So we'll see. But again, that classic car guy, awesome page, check him out. He's got a really cool Jeep body swap Miata. I think it's a Miata that he's doing. Really cool, very interesting guy. Check him out. All right, we're letting the SEAFOAM run through this thing. I'll show you what's happening. When the high idle comes on, there's a cam right down in there. I guess you can't really see it. It's not gonna pop up now, but there's a cam down in here. It comes up and it holds the choke until the car warms up, and then when it will come down eventually, but if you kick it down, the cam's supposed to fall down. It's a two-position cam. It goes down one position and then another. In this case, sometimes the cam is just staying up. You got to push it down manually and it will idle down. So I'm thinking it's all gummed up in there, and I'm just going to try this SEAFOAM, my lazy way of doing things. So let that run. I'm going to take it for a little spin. We'll see what happens. All right, we took it for a spin, did a couple of small little burnouts to get the spin the ass end around a bit there to get the SEAFOAM all mixed into the fuel. There's not much fuel in it, so and then I let it ran half an hour or more. Now I'm just gonna let it sit let that SEAFOAM do its magic, hopefully, and give it a couple days maybe, and then we'll give it a shot, see what happens. If not, I guess I'll be taking it apart and cleaning it, or as that classic car guy said, just order a Edelbrock off of Amazon or something. Get rid of this Rochester Quadrajet. I'm not sure if that's a good carb or not, but it seems to fire up and run really well. It's just that it's just having that choke issue with that cam. So yeah, I'm sure it's just clogged up in there. Anyway, that's it for today. Just a quick little video of doing a battery and trying to unchoke the choke, or yeah, unchoke the choke, choke the choke, something like that. Anyway, on the Camaro. So anyway, hope everyone's having a great day out there, and don't forget to check out That Classic Car Guy. He's a character, good guy, great show. All right, peace.